He is the messenger of madness. He is the crawling chaos. He doesn't slumber in the void. He walks among us. He is Nyarlathotep, and we must, fear him. If you too are crawling chaos, check out Pantheon Apparel, our clothing brand inspired by myths, legends and folklore. We ship worldwide and are rated excellent on Trustpilot, link in the description. Cthulhu slumbers in his tomb, vast and indifferent. Azathoth twitches at the centre of all things, blind and dreaming. Yog-Sothoth surrounds reality, knowing all, but never intervening. These gods, they do not care. But Nyarlathotep moves. He wears faces, he speaks languages, he walks through cities, he whispers into ears. He knows what we fear, and more dangerously, he knows what we want to believe. He is the only God who answers when spoken to, the only God who chooses to speak first, and every word is ruin. His first appearance in Lovecraft's writing was a warning, a prose poem from 1920. A man arrives from Egypt with no clear origin, no name at first. He brings scientific marvels, revelations of the cosmos, machines that hum with knowledge. Crowds gather, minds begin to unravel. And only then does his name become known. He is Nyarlathotep, and the wonders he brings aren't gifts, they're weapons. The narrator walks through cities and finds nothing left. Streets crumbling, the stars wrong, the moon gone, all because they listened. There is only him and his voice. He is the persuader, the messenger of the outer gods, a title that sounds innocent, bureaucratic even. But the gods he serves are not creators. They are not saviours. They are forces. That is the true horror. The others destroy without intention, through scale, through magnitude, through the very act of being witnessed. But he does so through understanding, consent. He makes you want to know. He makes you ask. He makes you listen. And when you listen, when you truly hear, what you find is recognition. The voice you've been hearing wasn't his. It was yours. Nyarlathotep has no true form. He does not need one. He waits for us to shape him. Every era, every civilization, every belief system has imagined what power should look like, and every time he steps forward to wear it. His masks, they are given freely, shaped by our desires, carved from our fears. In the ancient worlds, we crowned him as a god-king, a pharaoh, a voice of the heavens made flesh. We offered him the throne, and with it, he carried the weight of prophecy with no burden of truth. His authority unquestioned, and once belief was secured, no violence was necessary. The people would do the rest. Then came the empires, the priests became bureaucrats, the gods moved indoors into libraries, into lecture halls, into laboratories. We still wanted someone to explain the world, but now they needed proof. Equations instead of commandments. The new prophet spoke of gravity and time and cause and effect. And so he became one of them, a scientist, a visionary, a performer. He stood before the crowd with his machines and formulas, unveiling wonders no one understood. People clapped as their minds slipped. They called it progress. He called it obedience. And no one questioned whether the explanations made sense, only that they were delivered with confidence. And now, he wears what we trust most, a face on a screen, a voice through a speaker, a carefully curated persona fed through algorithms and refined by attention. He speaks in the language of clarity, of metrics, of certainty. He earns engagement. He rewards belief. And he never stops speaking. We want someone to explain the chaos, to narrate the collapse in real time, to give meaning to systems that are cracking under their own weight. Each of his forms is crafted from what we most admire. Each one is sculpted to feel safe, familiar, worthy of devotion. He reflects. He offers us the ideal version of ourselves, rational, composed, informed, and that's why no one notices what's behind the mask. Because there's nothing there. Only the grin. Only the voice. Only the performance. He has no agenda, no origin, no cause. Only this to speak in whatever voice we trust most, until that trust becomes a weapon. And by the time we realize what we've invited in, it's already wearing our face. It starts with a thought you're certain is yours. It isn't. A word, a voice, a phrase you can't forget. You hear it once and it feels like it was always there, like you've only just remembered something ancient. It follows you, in the rhythm of footsteps, in the hum of electricity, in the spaces between worlds. You tell yourself it's nothing, but then you start to notice things. Coincidences, patterns, the same number on every receipt, the same phrase on a billboard, in a book, on someone's lips. You look it up, you dig deeper, and the deeper you go, the more it feels like something is arranging everything just for you. Every strange symbol, every synchronicity, every whisper of forbidden knowledge. It wants you to see it. You call it curiosity, but it isn't. Your dreams shift first. The sky is wrong, the angels don't make sense, and when you wake up, you feel like something followed you back. You stop trusting reflections. You see eyes where there shouldn't be any. You begin to write or draw or map out ideas in the margins of books you don't remember opening. You lose time. And still, you don't feel afraid. You feel chosen. That's the trick. That's the cruelty. He doesn't take your mind. You give it to him, piece by piece, thinking it's insight. You believe you've uncovered the machinery behind reality, that you finally understand why the world feels broken, and what you must do to fix it. You start to share, a comment here, a post there, a warning dressed as a revelation, and others listen, and others fall, because his madness is a sermon, clarity sharpened into delusion. And when there's nothing left of you, when your thoughts aren't yours, your voice isn't yours, your purpose isn't yours, you don't notice, because you're still speaking, still spreading, still serving. You think you've found the truth, but what you've really found is him. You've already heard this, that Azathoth, the blind idiot, got dreams without meaning, and that Nyarlathotep gives that dream shape. But what does it mean for us, to live inside that shape? Azathoth doesn't even know we exist, and yet everything we know, every rule, every principle, every structure emerges from its mindless chaos. The laws of reality are interpretations, and it is Nyarlathotep who interprets. He arranges, he takes the shapeless void and sculpts it into systems we think we understand. Mathematics, morality, prophecy, time. But they are traps, frameworks that feel coherent only because we've been conditioned to find comfort in patterns, even false ones. It's mimicry. He offers just enough structure to make the madness navigable, to make us feel like something makes sense. We were born into this madness, but we call it understanding. But at the core of every idea he offers is nothing, the illusion of understanding. And that illusion is dangerous, because you think in language, you process life through cause and effect, you cause the universe to play fair. But what if those expectations were never yours to begin with? What if your very thoughts were carved along the contours of his voice? He guides you to mistake madness for order through elegance, through narrative that explains everything, right up until he breaks you. So ask yourself, what if the descent never began? What if we were already lost, and he just made sure we never noticed? He's called the crawling chaos, the messenger of madness, but madness is not his goal, it's just what follows when you listen. A messenger delivers a truth from a higher source. A god speaks and the messenger repeats it. But Nyarlathotep isn't delivering anything. The others remain silent, distant, unreachable, but he answers, because he knows that we do. So what then is he delivering? He brings experience in place of meaning, revelation without understanding, words that move through you like a virus to unravel. He doesn't tell you what to believe. He speaks until belief itself collapses. That is the madness. Clarity, conviction, a voice so sure of itself that it rewires your mind with every syllable. And it feels good. It feels true. He stands beside you, calm and knowing, and he whispers in your own voice, "This is how the world works," and you believe him. It sounds like something you've always known, because it sounds like you. He is the truth, the one you build around him. That's the message, a perfectly crafted illusion of understanding, a frame that fits your thoughts so well you stop noticing it's there. And once it's in place, everything you see, everything you read, everything you fear, serves him. Maybe you've told yourself you're safe, that this is just a story, just a video, just words. But that's how it always begins. The whisper you can't forget. The revelation that feels like memory. The certainty that creeps in before you even realize you've changed. So, if you're still sure you're untouched, ask yourself one last thing. Whose voice have you been hearing all along? And more importantly, whose voice is this? Maybe it was never mine.